Atomfall is an upcoming action survival game set to release on March 27th. Developed by Rebellion, the game transports players to an alternate 1962, 5 years after a catastrophic meltdown at the Windscale nuclear power station in Cumbria. Players find themselves trapped in a quarantine zone teeming with cultists, irradiated creatures, and other hazards, with the primary objective of escaping the perilous environment and finding out what's happened. It draws inspiration from classic British sci-fi, and I got hands-on in a recent playthrough hosted by Rebellion for creators. I had an intense half an hour rummaging through the contents of the Residents of the Lake District. The great thing about this playtest was that I was thrown into the deep end, emerging from a tunnel with a full arsenal of equipment. Early impressions from my playthrough highlighted how important stealth really is, as my backside got handed to me a fair few times by the residents of a strange cult I found myself walking through. Engaging in combat, sprinting, or other strenuous activities can elevate the player's heart rate, leading to impaired vision and hearing, meaning that you really need to carefully consider your actions. Combat did feel a little wooden at this stage, but without any instructions I kind of had to figure it out for myself, so I'd be interested to see how it all works with a little bit more build-up and a tutorial. Player choice and exploration seems to be a key theme in the game. The narrative encourages interactions with different NPCs. They each offer information or trading opportunities that can influence the storyline and open up clues for you to uncover the mysteries of the quarantine zone at your own pace. It seems as though the player's character has some sort of amnesia and has no idea why they're there, something I presume that will become clear as the story progresses. Visually, Atomfall has a hauntingly beautiful environment, and the gritty surroundings are accompanied by equally as hostile NPCs who are either out to kill you, eat you, or be wary of you. Maybe it's just because you were a southerner in the Lake District. Due to lacking in any sort of survival or combat prowess, however, I was only really interested in getting to the Grendel's Head in Wyndham and waiting for all of this to blow over. So some first thoughts from my playthrough. Atomfall seems like an intriguing mix of survival horror, open world exploration, and some classic British sci-fi. The 1960s rural England setting, combined with the nuclear disaster, creates a really unsettling and immersive world, although the high combat difficulty from the off really encouraged me to explore and scavenge more rather than get into fights with rusty rifles and pistols that I found as I explored. A non-linear approach encourages players to uncover the story at their own pace, although I do worry that I'll just be running around the map endlessly instead. This could all feel rather aimless if it isn't balanced properly. The survival mechanics seem good as well. There's resource management, stealth, and a heart rate system which add a bit of tension and realism. There seems to be no end to the weaponry or other items to pick up or learn about. There's also a skill tree which helps players to unlock certain aspects and develop the character in their own way too. Overall, Atomfall is really shaping up to be a standout survival game, especially for fans of Stalker, Fallout and Doctor Who. But let me know what you think and what you've seen. Will you be diving into the quarantine zone to investigate Atomfall too?